This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello, how's it going? It's been a while, hasn't it? So yeah, StrangerVille. I would not have predicted this game pack, no way. It's just, wow. It's strange, and I haven't really explored it that much yet, because of course I'm trying to make a video for you. And I started working on another showcase video, a build by showcase, but it's taken me a little while. So I've put it aside for a moment so I can do something smaller, which is this bar. Basically, it's an easy replacement for the bar that already comes along in StrangerVille. And yeah, all you need really to be able to play this is, of course, StrangerVille Game Pack and the Get Together expansion pack. And the reason is because I've used so many of the cool pub games that come along with that expansion pack. So if you don't have Get Together expansion, then I'm really sorry. You won't be able to see this as it's intended, but you will be able to see these lovely windows and lovely new doors that have come along in the StrangerVille game pack if you buy that pack. So yeah, I love them. I mean, I love these new windows. What exactly am I doing there? Yeah, basically I decided that both funny kind of curvy walls that I was doing on the front and at the side, I didn't think they really matched for the back, so this is a bit of kind of corrective work. And I also took out some of the windows and put them back in a different way, and I actually take them out and put them back throughout the whole build until I get it right. Yeah, it's a little annoying for me because I guess I've got some kind of OCD problem where when I'm doing speed builds, if I make mistakes like that and I have to go back and correct them, I get really annoyed, and in the past that has actually stopped me doing speed builds because I just go, oh, that's so irritating, I want to go back and do it properly, and then, you know, I end up doing things again and again, and it's really a bit too much. It's a bit over the top in terms of trying to get, you know, the quality I'm aiming for. So I had to really kind of push that aside to try and get this video out, and I just decided, right, just forget about trying to get everything perfect as if you got it right the first time, and just go through and do the best you can, even if you have to make mistakes, which, as you can see, I have done. So yeah, I was talking over it, but suddenly some lights appeared and now I'm inside finishing the interior. Of course, the bar area has to be the main focus of the building. There really was a temptation to leave upstairs empty, but I decided, you know, hey, spend a bit of extra time and, you know, fill it up. And so what I've done upstairs, as you'll see later on in the speed build, is I've put in about 2 or 3 bedrooms and another bathroom. So if you're at the bar and you get really tired, you can stay there overnight. And, you know, sadly there isn't any kind of hotel function in the game, because this would be perfect as some kind of hotel bar. And, you know, while I was building it, I was thinking, hey, this would be so cool to run. You know, if you could run your own bar, if they could somehow put some kind of gameplay into the game, you know, in a new pack that allowed you to run a bar, a bit like a restaurant, I think that would be cool. But alas, that's not possible. So yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to add in some get-together pub games. There's like a video game that a group of Sims can play. And this little bathroom area is the only bathroom area you see me build on the speed build. It's really quite boring to watch this part. So I didn't show it for the upstairs bathroom. I hope you'll appreciate that. So as you know, I'm a restricted pack builder, and so this place really does just need the 2 packs I mentioned. You only need Get Together expansion pack and, of course, the wonderfully strange, weird, marvelous StrangerVille game pack that's just coming out, or probably out by the time you're watching this. So yeah, I was very thankful for EA for allowing me to preview this in advance, And unfortunately I've got my birthday coming up tomorrow, and it's also a day that I have a job interview, because that's really why I haven't been doing any videos, because I've been trying to focus on getting a job, which is of course really important to bring the money in and to keep yourself alive. So yeah, please forgive me for the lack of videos, but that's the reason. I really just had to focus. I mean, also, you probably know, if not from my last video, then from Twitter, that I moved from France and I'm now living in the UK. So yeah, there's a lot of things that have been going on, and of course Christmas got in the way. I know it sounds like a list of excuses, and basically it kind of is. I'm just telling you what happened. But yeah, I don't earn any money from YouTube, so it's just a bit of a hobby. And yeah, if I have to take time away, then I have to take time away, and especially a job search is very important. Hey, I love these new posters and paintings that came along in the game pack. They just really kind of add to this. First of all, there's two kind of major themes that I can see in the game pack so far, and that is the most obvious one, the strange thing going on in StrangerVille. What is it? What's going on down at the secret lab? Who knows? So there's some items that are definitely themed about the mystery of StrangerVille. And then there's the whole military career that came in the pack, and there's also this military theme throughout the pack as well. So this pub, this bar, or this saloon, this tavern, whatever you want to call it, has kind of a mixture of the strange stuff and the military stuff. And you will see a lot of military sims spawning to come along and enter this bar and have a drink, probably after a tough day at work. Who knows what they've been doing? So I certainly do not know yet. I did spend a little while having a look around and actually playing the game pack, but I really don't know what the mystery is yet. And I think it's very fun, actually, to go around trying to find out. So I think it actually reminds me in a strange way of investigating the temples and Salvadorada in the Jungle Adventure game pack. But this isn't a vacation world, as you probably know already. This is a residential world. And in fact, it's a really lovely residential area up on the hills. And the style of the houses there is actually quite a lot like some of the buildings that I've built in my speed builds. Well, just a few of them. And it's one that I quite like. So guess who's going to be building some houses in there? Yeah. No prizes there. It's me. I'm going to go do it. I'm really excited to do that, actually. But yeah, I've got to get job interviews out the way. And you never know. I might actually get a job finally. So things will come along to distract me, and that's just the way life goes, right? But I haven't given up on this channel. I'm still going with it, and that's why it's still there. So yeah, thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for staying subscribed. I'm really surprised about how many people have stuck around. Despite a month or two of absence. So yeah, I will be doing videos, don't worry. But yeah, here I am, back to the speed build. Here I am, just going around and tidying up the bar area, and now I've moved upstairs, and I'm going to add this whole kind of hotel-ish kind of area. This is part of the bathroom. Basically, I'm going to add in a bath, a big bath actually, 2 shower rooms, and another toilet area as well. And then there's going to be 3 bedrooms. First of all, there's this bigger one in the top right hand corner, then there's another bigger one in the top left hand corner, and there's a smaller one in the well, what is now the top right. But you'll see as it goes along. And sorry about the darkness as I go through there, because you can't really see what's going on. But yeah, now I'm adding in some lights, so you will. But yeah, you can see there's quite a lot of bathroom areas up there, and I have already cut them out of the video, so they'll just suddenly appear. And yeah, basically I just didn't think that was interesting enough. So yeah, this is the upstairs hotel-ish kind of area. And yeah, I just thought it would be nice, because I don't like when you get a nice new build and it has empty upstairs. It's just, someone could have just spent a little bit longer adding something there. So yeah, this is me doing exactly that, and there really isn't, as far as I'm aware, any kind of objects that I think would distract Sims to go upstairs. But, you know, you've got the beds, you've got the wardrobes, and if you know, if you have that expansion pack, you'll know what people can do in those wardrobes. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities for people to woohoo upstairs if they want. And there is also going to be an opportunity outside as well, because I'm going to add something in, as you'll see. So, what do I think about the pack? Well, this is probably the only place where I'm actually going to mention that, because when I finish the showcase, the Build and Buy showcase video, I tend not to add reviews or comments about the pack to that. I just want it to be a very kind of neutral display of the items in the pack. So yeah, I'm not going to do that in that video, but I can do it here. Like I said, I haven't played the game pack enough yet to truly, you know, describe how I feel about it, but I am basically positive about it. It's strange, it's interesting, and I do love the theme. I love that there's a residential world, you know, instead of some kind of, you know, it could have been a lot smaller with less lots, and that's something that I'm particularly impressed about. They really took the time to add in some extra lots. Looking around the world, though, I do think there's more spaces for empty lots, and I've got to say, hey Nexus, why don't you just add in more empty lots? They don't have to have anything in them. So isn't that like almost zero work to add them in? I don't know. I did feel that as well with Get Famous, which I don't think I really mentioned at the time, but I feel it also here, although I am impressed that there is a lot more than I expected. Because in a way, only the town kind of neighborhood is what I would call necessary for this game pack. And if the town neighborhood had been the only neighborhood in this pack, I don't think any of us would have been surprised. But to get this residential zone, neighborhood up on the hills as well, I think that's great. So, you know, I don't want to knock Maxis. I think they've done a great job. They have added more than I expected. But I always, no, this is always the case, isn't it? You want more. So yeah, you see a little bit of what I'm doing outside here, but actually off camera I add a bit more detail. Some of the items, the wall items from Get Together. But yeah, then I just start adding something completely different, which you'll see in a bit, I think. So yeah, we've got one of the trees that is also around town. I think it's a mesquite tree. Here we go. I'm now adding in this unusual, unexpected thing that I didn't mention until now. What is this? Some kind of weird basement or cellar, whatever you call it. Yeah, basically I decided it would be cool to have some kind of place where conspiracists could hang out, because it doesn't take very long playing this game to realize that as well as the military going around and as well as the scientists, there are also conspiracists, and like you and I, they're a bit curious about what's going on in town. And so I thought it would be cool to have some kind of little conspiracist hangout. So yeah, perhaps the more paranoid of us don't want to be seen out in public, and they can come down into this basement and hang out with their paranoid friends, or something like that. And I actually added in a club door from Get Together. I'm not sure actually if they work in bars. Do they? Because I tested it and I'm not sure it works. So I've got to say that. I really have to say that. It didn't quite work as I expected. And I don't think door locks at all work in bars. Hey Maxis, add in some door locks in bars. You know, just club ones at the very least. Because I just thought it'd be so cool to make that door restricted to a certain club. Like you can have a conspiracist club or something like that. And there, of course, is the other woohoo location I mentioned. So yeah, if you're hanging around the bar and you don't want to use, you know, the more traditional bed or slightly less traditional wardrobe, then you can go for the even less traditional woohoo bush or party bush or whatever you call it. So yeah, I'm just basically adding weird things from the pack down here to make it like a little hangout for conspiracists. And actually some of the weird things I like to take up because I think they're slightly too weird for this the cellar. But actually, also another thing I've got to note is this place looks quite small right now, but I expand it before I upload it, so don't worry about that. I think you'll see it in the showcase at the end though, so yeah, it's a lot bigger than it is here. Well, not massively bigger, but significantly bigger. So yeah, we're almost at the end of the speed build, and you'll see the showcase very soon. Once again, so sorry for no videos for a while, but thank you for sticking around again. I really appreciate that. And I haven't given up on the channel, like I said. I'm going to continue with it, and yeah, there'll be more speed builds, and there'll be more Let's Plays, I think. I'm probably going to have to change those a little bit, but we'll see. Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. So yeah, I hope if you check out this game pack that you enjoy it, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. And yeah, the showcase is coming up. Take care, and goodbye.